Hi Dan, thank you for joining us today. We are back in the league this Sunday, away to QPR. What are your thoughts heading into this one?
Oh, another tough game. We've had two really close encounters with them already this season. 2-2 in the league right at the very beginning, where the girls showed really good resilience to come back from the deficit there. And then obviously we had the thriller in the FA Cup not so long ago. Just again another tight game in the 90, and really sort of that sort of red card sort of paid dividends, I suppose, when it came to extra time, just with the extra leg. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Obviously at their place as well. But yeah, excited for it because these are the games that you want to play in right then, and that you sort of look forward to preparing for every week. So yeah, it'll be a good test.
As you know, unfortunately, last Sunday didn't go our way. 2-1 loss to Dulwich Hamlet. What can you take away from that fixture heading into Sunday?
I think the main sort of thing that we take from last week is that performance levels need to go up. We were miles off it last week, but that happens from time to time. We've I sort of made the point to some of the girls in the week. We went through a really good period between sort of September to December, playing really well week in, week out, and the results were coming off the back of it. It's going to be a dip at some point. Form sort of does fluctuate. What's important is our response to last week's performance, and how we acquit ourselves on Sunday to make sure we kind of bounce back on the right footing quickly, and it doesn't become a bit more of sort of a prolonged period.
As mentioned, you said you've spoken to the girls throughout the week. Is there anything you may have mentioned a bit differently going into this week, or anything you might change differently in training to help for this Sunday's game?
We're not going to change anything different in training. I think we are happy with how things are going from a broader perspective. We've got a really good plan that we believe in that's served us well so far, and one-off performance isn't gonna we're not ringing any alarm bells just yet. We were perhaps a little bit more honest in some of our reflections around our performances this week. I think perhaps since coming back from Christmas, there's been we haven't quite hit the momentum and the sort of standards that we finished 2024 off yet. So it's important that we recognise that, and it's important that we get back on the horse as quickly as possible. So yeah, maybe a little bit more direct, a little bit more honest in some cases. But as I said, overall, it's one bad performance in 6 months of good ones. So there's no panic at all.
Well, like we said earlier as well, we're back in the league now. We can focus on the league going forward. Also, again, as you mentioned, last time we faced QPR, we had a very good result. Are you looking for something similar again this Sunday? And what are your thoughts for the league heading into the next few weeks?
Well, look, I think I don't necessarily want similar than the last couple of games. I want to win in the 90th this time. We're still yet to beat them in 90 minutes this season. So that's important that we make that happen on Sunday. It's a massive sort of next 4 games for us, really. We've got QPR this Sunday, then into Cambridge, then into Dulwich, and then Seawood midweek before we then head into Actonians, Norwich, Sudbury. So it's a massive period for us in the context of our season, and we need to make sure that we start this little run of games off on the right foot on Sunday with a good performance more than anything. I'm very confident that if we get the performance where it needs to be, the result will take care of itself. But they're not gonna give it to us. Like, we're gonna have to take it from them. So yeah, I'm expecting the 16-17 that travel on Sunday to be absolutely fired up and ready for this. And as I said, the way that I'm looking at it is it's 4 big games to come. Then we have a little weekend off, and then we're into 3 more big ones. So we're focusing on starting that in the right way this Sunday.
Great, Dan. Thank you for your time.